My name is Brumm. I have been a therapist with Vicki for the last 6 years, but I met Vicki as an intern, starting my internship at Family and Children's Services when, I was probably in my early mid-20s, and she was my internship supervisor. And we interviewed, and right away I felt a connection with her. She had to provide her resume to me so that I could give it to my internship site. And I saw the career path that she had traveled, and it was health and fitness and then into therapy. And that was exactly how I had loved my life and what I wanted to do. And I felt from her that connection right away. So I knew that something was special there. And then the following week, I saw her job advertised in the newspaper. And so I freaked out a little bit and thought, oh no, I had this great thing and I thought that it was going to work out. And so I called there, and she had been promoted, which was wonderful, and she was still willing to be my supervisor. So I went in and I started to do all the things that I needed to do for internship. And Vicki was doing two jobs, her job as the EAP coordinator and her new job as the director of the entire agency. And I just watched her be able to do those two things and go back and forth seamlessly, and dove in and tried to do as much as I could do with her and learn from her and her ability to do those things, and just keep a level head and be stress-free or manage it as best as she could through all those times. And was able to take her job because I had learned so much from her in that 1.5 years that I did an internship with her. Took her job and was able to work with her side by side for the last 5 years. I remember like a flashbulb memory when Vicki was diagnosed. We went to exercise classes together, and it was a Saturday, and we got done with exercise, we jazzercised, and we were walking out to the parking lot, and we stopped by her mustard yellow PT Cruiser, and she said, "There's something I have to tell you." And I said, "Okay." And she said, "I had a mammogram and they found something, and it's probably nothing, but I just want you to know that I have to go in for further testing." And I can remember it just really hitting me and asking her if she was scared, and she, even at that moment, was able to say, "No, I'm going to meet it where it's at right now. I don't know anything. It could be nothing. It could be something. But right now I still have the rest of my life going on." And I can remember driving home and calling my mom and telling her that I didn't know what I would do without her, and that I was so sad to think that something might be happening to her, and not wanting to show that vulnerability to her, to Vicki, because she was so strong in that. I could also remember each stage of where she was at. So she went in for the biopsy, and thinking, okay, we're going with it's nothing. And she came back and she said, "It's cancer." And again, just kind of feeling like that whole internal shattering, that I don't know what I'll do if I lose this person, but also not wanting to show that to her. And she still had that same grace about her that it'll be okay, I'm okay with this, and I'm going to take this head on, and I'm not going to let it shake me or rattle me. I'm going to move forward. And just, I felt even selfish in that moment, taking that from her and knowing that I'm getting strength from this person who's going through this huge thing in her life, and I can apply it to the little things that are going on to mine. Vicki's approach to being diagnosed with breast cancer has always been meeting it where it's at. It is what it is, almost a bring it on, let's do this, let's get this taken care of, and not let me unravel. Being able to say, I'm not a survivor, I'm somebody who's just taken life, what life's dealt me, and I'm rolling with the punches, and I'm keeping moving forward and doing what I have to do. One of the things that I love most about Vicki is the fact that she, if you need something from her, she stops and turns and looks and opens herself completely to what you need. And I've never quite met anybody in my life that can do that same kind of a thing. I know that there's been times where I've needed, even throughout her diagnosis and her treatment and her recovery, where I've needed simple little things that I've had to go into a room and shut the office door and say, oh, I have this dumb thing that I'm concerned about, and she stops and she's there with me in that moment. I've never met somebody who's so able to stop in their moment and separate from what they're dealing with and connect with you and be there for you and help you to learn and grow in the moment that you're in, and then go back to their own thing. And she never lost that at all, even when she was dealing with breast cancer, even when she had no hair, even when she looked like she could throw up right there. It was still there. I'm here for you. I can listen to you. I can do this for you. I can remember almost being one of the few people that knew that she was diagnosed. And she said to me, I don't want everybody to go around wearing pink things for me and calling me a survivor and doing all this stuff, thinking of me this way. And it was really cool to watch her start to embrace some of that and to start to call her time of getting through her breast cancer diagnosis her pink time. And so she almost connected with that time in her life and accepting that that was what she was going through. And she would send work emails out, and it would refer to her pink time at work, and it would talk about when she was having treatments and when she was going through things. And I remember when she had her last chemotherapy treatment, somebody from the board sent flowers, and it said, I'm glad that your favorite color is no longer pink. Vicki absolutely has a gift for reaching people and for touching them at their heart. I know that my life has been changed by having Vicki be a part of my life. Her story is amazing. She's amazing.